Yes, is my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
मनप्रीत ग्रुप में डाला ना आपके व्हाट्सएप के?
Yes, sir.
So I think we can start. So today's lecture is important because we'll be talking about some of the properties of Boolean algebra. Okay, we have completed with all the logic gates. Okay, we have seen the universal gate, we have seen the derived gate, we have seen the basic logic gate. Universal gate के बारे में I need to explain you why they are called as a universal gate, because by using this NAND gate and NOR gate, we will be able to realize any of the gates. That is why they are called as universal gate. Okay, that what I mean to say that अगर हमको एंड ऑपरेशन या फिर हमको एंड का जो ट्रूथ टेबल है वो अगर हमको इम्प्लीमेंट करना है बट बाय यूजिंग NAND or by using NOR, then that can be done. Same thing applies for OR, same thing applies for NOT, same thing applies for XOR, XNOR. Okay, so that is why they are called as universal. But I need to show you with an example. So I'll be showing you with an example. Okay, how do you get that thing? Okay, just a minute, just hold on. Yes, so today, with respect to these different Boolean expressions, we should be able to understand what are their theorems and their properties which are used in the Boolean algebra. Okay, so before we start with the Boolean properties and the theorems of the Boolean algebra, we should be able to know what is a Boolean algebra. Now, this Boolean algebra is actually the representation of your logical function, Okay, so what is that particular expression? For example, अगर मैं लिखता हूँ y is equals to a b plus a b and c. So if I write in this manner, so this is a logical expression which is in terms of variables a, b and c. So these variables a, b, c can be used. This variable a, b, c can be used to represent the Boolean expression. So this is an expression where a, b plus a, b, c. Now here, what do you mean by a, b? It is an AND operation. Okay. What is a, b, c? This is also AND operation, because a, b can be written as it is nothing but a dot b. A, b, c is nothing but a dot b dot c. And here, if you see, in this case, we have two AND operations. So there are two AND operations, and there is a single OR operation, because you know that OR operation is represented by plus and AND operation is represented by dot, or it is into. So here we have two AND operations, or rather than I should say not two operations, actually there are three. There are three AND operations. A dot B is the one, A dot B here, it is the second, and B dot C, it is the third. So there are three AND operations, and we have only one OR operation. Okay, OR operations. So this collective is called as an expression, or this is called as a Boolean algebra. So Boolean algebra will give you the expression in the for the logical functions. So with respect to this, we should be able to understand three important terms. Which are they? They are, first one is variable. Then what do you mean by after once you understand the variables, you should be able to understand what are the literals. You can write down this along with me. You should be able to understand variables. You should be able to understand what are literals, and also we should be able to understand what are terms. So these are the three important terms which we have to understand with respect to the Boolean expression. So you have understood that if I write down y is equals to ab plus abc, this is a simple Boolean expression, because this is a representation of, or how do you express the logic function? How do you express the logic function? So a, b, and c, you will be able to understand that a, b, and c are the three variables. They are the three variables. They are the three variables. So in terms of variable, you have understood that here we have used three variables. Okay. Now these variables are actually the input. These three variables are actually the input. Okay. And what about this y? Y is your output. Y is your output. Y is your output. So using these three variables, I am writing down the Boolean algebra, or I'm writing down the Boolean expression to get the output y. To get the output y. Okay. So here you have understood that I'm using three variables, which are a, b, and c. Which are a, b, and c. Then what do you mean by literals now? What do you mean by literals? Now, if you see the literals, there are actually how many literals? If you see properly, there are how many literals? Now, A is the literal, A is the literal, B is the other literal, then this A is also literal. Suppose if I am writing down A, B plus A, B bar, C. अगर मैंने ऐसा लिखा है, अगर मैंने ऐसा लिखा है, and if you ask me how many literals are there, so there are one A, the other one is B, then third one is again A, then fourth one is B bar, and the fifth literal is your C. So there are total 5 literals. So as in terms of variables, you have 3 variables. In terms of literals, you have 5 literals. You have 5 literals. You have 5 literals. Okay. So every variable in the Boolean expression will be treated as the literal. So individual variable, whether it is in the pure form or it is in the complement form, इसलिए मैंने b bar लिखा. The pure form of b is here, b, और उसका complement form is b bar. They will be treated as two different literals. Here I have taken a. Here also it is a. Then also it will be taken as two different literals, because they are having the different positions in the Boolean algebra or the logical expression. Okay. So in terms of literals, there are 5. So if there is a expression, and if I ask you to count the number of literals or how many literals are there, you have to count individual variable in terms of its own form, as well as its complement form. That's why I have taken one example of B and B bar. So there are 5 literals. Then what do you mean by terms? Terms is very simple. Already you must be knowing here. Here I am having how many terms? So if you see properly, there are total how many terms? Now if you see here AB, I will take the fresh page. मैंने क्या लिखा था? AB plus A, B bar, C. And if I ask you how many terms are there? Now here we have AND operation, A dot B. Here we have OR operation. Then again we have here AND operation, A dot B bar, and one more operation OR, that is B bar C. Then how many terms are there? Now this will be taken as one term. Okay, this will be taken as one term. This will be taken as one term. Okay. Then actually speaking, we have to count the number of AND operation and number of OR operation, and whole together they will be called as a term. So which includes how many AND operations? So tell me how many AND operations are there?
3.
AND operation. So this is one operation AND. This is second AND operation. This is third AND operation. So there are 3 AND operations. Now identify how many OR operations are there, or OR operations.
1.
There is only one. Okay, there is only one. So that one operation. So 3 AND operation and 1 OR operation. So collectively there are 4 operations, and that's why we have 4 terms. Okay, we have 4 terms. ये एक term है for OR. This is the second term. This is the first term for AND. This is the second term for AND. This is the third term for and this is the whole one term for or, for one term for or. ओके क्योंकि ये और ऑपरेशन किसमें कर रहा है, इसमें कर रहा है और इसमें कर रहा है. So there are four terms are there. Okay, there are four terms are there. So you should be able to understand the number of variables. You should be able to identify how many literals are there, and you should be able to identify how many terms are there. And in terms of term, you should know how many or operations and how many and operations. So number of and operation and or operation will give you the number of terms. So in this particular case, we have identified there are four terms. Any questions you have? Any questions you have related with this? Today's lecture is important because we are going to understand this. और ये अगर समझ में है तो we will be able to solve the problems. Questions are asked based upon these problems. So you should be able to know this. Shall we proceed further?
Yes, sir.
किसी को कुछ डाउट है in terms of variables, literals, boolean expression? Any question you have? Shall we continue?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay. Now here we have already understood the different terms. Now we'll be able to understand the what are the different basic Boolean equations. What are the basic Boolean equations? So please write down the heading. All of you write down the heading. Everyone please write down the heading. Theorems and properties. Theorems and properties of Boolean algebra. 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 Now we are going to see what are the theorems and properties of Boolean algebra. Now these are called as theorems and properties in terms of that how these equations which we have to go through, how these equations are going to help us to get the final answer. Okay, so we need to see what are the theorems, what are the properties. Okay, we also have to know what are the axioms and what are the postulates also. Okay, so in terms of axioms and postulates, we have some logical expressions which cannot be we do not have to give any proof. That has to be accepted as it is. That has to be accepted as it is. Okay, so if you see on your screen, do not write anything, just try to understand. If you see on the screen, we have some total 6 expressions. Okay, अगर हम ये expressions देखते हैं, we also can give a proof for this, but this will be treated as axioms or postulates, as directly axioms or postulates. Okay, now see the first one. All of you pay attention. See the first one. Now in this case, if you see the first expression, this is x plus 0 is equals to x. X plus 0 is equals to x. Okay, now this has to be taken as it is. Now see here, this is a OR operation. This is an OR operation. Okay, now here if you want a proof, here we have to do just replace your x. पहली बार 1 से replace करो और second बार 0 से replace करो. Okay, so in the first Boolean expression, if I am replacing x is equals to 1, then you have 1 plus 0, which is equals to. So tell me what is 1 plus 0? This is your OR operation. So in that OR operation, what is 1 plus 0?
1.
It is 1. Now the next time you replace x with 0, So in when you replace x with 0, then you have 0 plus 0. So in AND operation, what is 0 plus 0?
0.
0. So in first case, you have taken x is equals to 1, and in the second case, you have taken x is equals to 0. So when you do this calculation, automatically you will see that whatever x value you have taken, the same thing applies, the same thing you will get at the output. So when x is equals to 1, the output is also 1. When x is equals to 0, the output is also 0. So in general, can I write down x plus 0 will give you x? Yes or no? Can I write
Yes,
down
sir.
x plus 0 will give me 0? Yes. So this is your first basic theorem. Okay. अभी कुछ मत लिखना, अभी सिर्फ आपको देखना है. Okay. अभी कुछ भी नहीं लिखना. So x plus 0 is equals to 0. This is your first one. Go to the second one. When you go with the second one, this is an AND operation. This is an AND operation. Again, do the same thing. If I am replacing x with 1, so 1 dot 1. Tell me 1 dot 1. This is AND operation. What is 1 dot 1?
1.
1. So replace second time x with 0. So 0 dot 1 gives me what?
0.
This is so here also, if you see properly, when you are replacing x is equals to 1 or x is equals to 0, the same thing you get as an output. The same thing you get as an output. So can I write down in general x dot 1 is equals to x? Yes, this thing I can write down. So this is also your second theorem. You can say it is a theorem. You can say this is a property. You can say this is an axiom, or you can say this is a postulate. Okay, there are different ways in which you can say this. Okay, so first and second we have seen. Come to the third one now. The third one also says when it is x plus 1, it is 1. Again, if you want to cross check, you replace x with 1. So in the first case, it will be 1 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is 1. In the second time you take x is equals to 0, so it is 0 plus 1. It will give you what? It will give you 1. So whether you have x is equals to 1 or whether you have x is equals to 0, whenever that is doing OR operation with 1, you will always fetch 1. You will always fetch 1. So this is also the third one. This is also the rule. This is also the rule. Same thing, x dot 0 is equals to 0. You can cross check this. Okay. The next one, x plus x is equals to what? This is x plus x is equals to x. If you want to cross check, replace first x with 0. So 0 plus 0. And replace x with 1. So 1 plus 1. So 0 plus 0 will give you 0. And 1 plus 1 will give you 1. So whatever the case in OR operation, when it is doing AND operation with itself, when it is doing AND operation with, OR operation with itself, then it will give you the same output. So 0 plus 0 gives you 0 and 1 plus 1 is equals to 1. So can I generalize into x plus x is equals to x? Yes. X plus x is equals to x. Similarly, what about x dot x? What about AND operation? Here also in an AND operation, it is x dot x is equals to x. So as far as if you have to do OR operation with itself, as well as if you want to do AND operation with itself, you will fetch the same variable as an output. The same variable as an output. Okay. So this is the fifth one and this is the sixth one. Do you have any questions related with this? This is important theorems. You have to remember. You have to do practice. You have see once the concept is clear. मैंने concept आपको पहले बता दिया था truth table का. So if that is clear, this is the easy one to remember. This is the easy one to remember. Is it fine to everyone? Do you have any questions related with this? Do you have any questions related with this? मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
Yes.
किसी को कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछना है इसके रिलेटेड? About I am talking about the 6 expressions I am talking about. Boolean expressions. किसी को कुछ डाउट है? Yes or no?
No, sir.
Okay. So now write down the heading. आपने सबसे पहले हेडिंग क्या लिखा? Theorems and properties of Boolean algebra. उसके नीचे आप लिखो द फर्स्ट वन, उसके नीचे लिखो द फर्स्ट वन, दैट इज आइडेंटिटी लॉ. The first one is identity law. The first one is identity law. So in identity law, I want you to write down, you please write down the first one, the second one, the first one, the second one, third one, fourth, fifth, and sixth. These are called as basic identities law of Boolean algebra. Identity laws. So write down fast. Write down fast. Identity laws. And also remember, if you want to give the proof, the proof can be given in this manner. See here, ये टेबल पे दिया है. एक बार यहाँ पे a जो लिखा है ना, instead of a there should be x. Please make the correction. क्योंकि हमने x एक्सप्रेशन में लिया है, तो एक बार x हमने 0 लिया है और दूसरी बार x हमने 1 लिया है. ये जो 0 है ये वैसे के वैसे हमने यहाँ पे रखा है और रिजल्ट हमने देखा है. ओके, सो इंस्टेड ऑफ x यू कैन राइट डाउन a. यहाँ पे भी वही बात है, इंस्टेड ऑफ a प्लीज राइट डाउन x. अगर आपको प्रूफ पूछा जाता है तो यू कैन गिव इन दिस मैनर. So this is called as a proof given by using the truth table. This is the proof given by using the truth table. Okay, this is the proof given by truth table. So write down for 1, 2 along with the proof, and 3, 4, 5, 6 directly. The proof you can do at home. You can do this at home. अगर हो गया तो shall I continue further?
Sir, 1 minute.
हाँ ठीक.
Done, sir.
Okay. So we will go with the next one. 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. See here now. 7, 8, 9. That is in the continuation. हमने देखा था इसके पहले की स्लाइड में 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. अब ये 7, 8, 9 है. Now what this gives you? It gives you x plus x bar is equals to 1. X plus x bar. X bar, you know, it is a complement. So you can say x bar. अगर पसंद नहीं आता तो you can say x dash. Okay, x dash. So it is x bar or x dash. Okay, या फिर you can just give in this manner. जैसे यहाँ पे दिया है. Okay, so here if you want to see the proof now, see the proof here. यहाँ पे already दिया है. RES says the result क्या है? So अगर मैंने x को पहले 0 लिखा और बाद में x को मैंने अगर 1 किया, अगर x को 0 किया और x को 1 किया तो क्या होगा? x को 0 किया, x को 1 किया तो क्या होगा? So when you first time if you take x is equals to 0, so if I'm taking, you see the first row, in the first row I am taking x is equals to 0, then in that case what should be taken as x dash? First see the only first row. See the first row. My question is, if I'm taking x is equals to 0, what should be taken as x dash? मेरी आवाज आ रही है सबको?
Sir, 1.
Yes, it should be taken as 1. क्योंकि x अगर 0 है तो x dash 1 है. अगर x is equals to 1 है तो x dash 0 है. Do you agree with this?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, क्योंकि क्या है, हम कॉम्प्लीमेंट कर रहे हैं. तो x अगर 0 है तो x का कॉम्प्लीमेंट 1 होगा. x अगर 1 है तो x का कॉम्प्लीमेंट 0 होगा. तो वैसे ही मैं यहाँ पे बता रहा हूँ आपको कि अगर फर्स्ट रो हम देखते हैं, अगर हमने x 0 लिया तो आई शुड टेक x कॉम्प्लीमेंट एज 1. So tell me when x is equals to 0, so you have an equation 0 plus 1. So what is 0 plus 1? It is 1. Now in the second case you take x is equals to 1. Then x dash will be 0. So it will be 1 plus 0. So in that case also you will have the answer as 1. So whatever you have taken in general, can I write down x plus x dash will give me 1. So this is the one. This is the case. X plus x dash is equals to 1. What about the AND operation? AND operation, it will give you 0. AND operation, so it means whenever you do AND operation of the variable with its complement, the answer is 0. Whenever you do OR operation with the variable with its complement, it will give you 1. That is a clear statement. And what is how can you prove here? The proof is here. When you take x equals to 0, the complement will be 1, the output will be 0. The output will be 0. When you take x is equals to 1, the complement is 0, the output will be 0. So in general, I can write down x dot x dash is equals to 0. In general, I can write down x dot x dash equals to 0. Okay. What is the ninth one? This is also important. X double bar. X double bar. X double bar. किसी को कुछ डाउट है? किसी को कुछ डाउट है? See, I want acknowledgement. Just say yes or no. तीसरा ऑप्शन नहीं आपके पास. मैं जब बोलता हूँ तो I want answer. Yes या no?
No, sir.
Okay. So if I'm taking x double bar, the answer is simple x, because because double bar will cancel each other. Because double bar will cancel each other. Okay. Similarly, what do you mean by x triple bar? What is the answer?
X bar.
X bar.
Very good. Very good. X bar. Similarly, if it is x 4 times bar, it is only x. So double bar will cancel each other. This double bar will cancel each other. You will left with only x. Okay. So ये यहाँ पे दिया, ये यहाँ पे दिया. तो x डबल कॉम्प्लीमेंट बोलो या फिर x डबल बार बोलो, you will have the same result. अगर इसका ट्रूथ टेबल करना है तो आप कर सकते हो. कैसा करोगे आप? x लिखोगे, बाद में आप x बार करोगे, ओके, और बाद में आप इसका x बार का फिर से बार करोगे. तो पहली बार x 0 ले लो, बाद में आप 1 ले लो, x कॉम्प्लीमेंट होगा ये 1 और ये 0, बराबर है. और इसका फिर से कॉम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे तो ये 0 आएगा और ये आएगा 1. तो कैन यू सी हियर, ये चीज और ये चीज एक ही है. डू यू एग्री विद दिस एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
सो प्लीज कंटिन्यू 7, 8 एंड 9. लिखो फटाफट 7, 8 एंड 9. डू इट फास्ट. देखो, मैं जब आपको पूछता हूँ ना तो मुझे तुरंत आंसर चाहिए, बिकॉज आई एम वेटिंग फॉर योर एक्नॉलेजमेंट. आपको आ रहा नहीं आ रहा मुझे, बिकॉज सी यू आर देयर, आई एम नॉट एबल टू सी यू. क्लास में रहते थे तो अलग बात है. तो एटलीस्ट स्पीक आउट समथिंग.
Yes, sir.
खत्म हो गया? शैल वी कंटिन्यू
Yes, sir.
everyone? Okay, I am going to the next slide. Now you have written the first one, that is आपने सबसे पहले लिखा था आइडेंटिटी लॉ. अभी सेकंड में लिखो कम्यूटेटिव लॉ. सेकंड में लिखो कम्यूटेटिव लॉ. और कम्यूटेटिव लॉ में दो हमको पढ़ना है. देखो, नंबरिंग वही देना है 1 2 3 4 5 6. ये देखो, मैं बता रहा हूँ फिर से. हमने स्टार्ट किया था आइडेंटिटी लॉ से. आइडेंटिटी लॉ में है टोटल हमारे कितने? आइडेंटिटी लॉ में हमारे टोटल कितने हैं? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. आइडेंटिटी लॉ खत्म हो गया. नेक्स्ट हम कौन सा देख रहे हैं? हम देख रहे हैं कम्यूटेटिव लॉ. कम्यूटेटिव लॉ में कितने हैं? 2 है. ओके, तो वो क्या चीज है हम देख रहे हैं. उसके बाद लॉ आएगा एसोसिएटिव. ये हमको है ना सीरियल नंबर कंटिन्यूएशन में देना है, ताकि हमको देखना है एट द लास्ट कि टोटल कितने लॉज है. तो ये नंबरिंग आप कंटिन्यूएशन में दो. नाउ कम टू दिस. नाउ कम्यूटेटिव लॉ, ऑल ऑफ यू पे अटेंशन. बाद में लिखो, मैं आपको टाइम दूंगा लिखने को. तो कम्यूटेटिव लॉ में सिर्फ अपने पास 2 ही है. वो है x प्लस वाई इज इक्वल टू वाई प्लस एक्स, या x डॉट वाई इज इक्वल टू वाई डॉट एक्स. ओके, दिस इज अ सिंपल। आप x प्लस वाई लिखो या फिर y प्लस एक्स लिखो, वो एक ही बात है। आप x डॉट वाई लिखो या फिर y डॉट एक्स लिखो, वो एक ही बात है, वो एक ही बात है। अगर आपको मैं पूछता हूँ इसका प्रूफ दो, आपको कैसे प्रूफ करना है ये देखो, मैं आपको बताता हूँ। ऑल ऑफ यू पे अटेंशन, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट, समटाइम्स द क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड। तो क्या सबसे पहले x प्लस वाई, सॉरी ये प्लस है, इज इक्वल्स टू वाई प्लस एक्स, अगर ये दिया है इसको कैसे प्रूफ करोगे? आप x ले लो, ओके, बाद में आप y ले लो। ऑल ऑफ यू, आई वांट टू पे अटेंशन, आई डोंट वांट एनीवन टू राइट डाउन एनीथिंग। पहले यहाँ पे ध्यान दो, दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट। इफ द क्वेश्चन इज आस्क्ड अबाउट द प्रूफ, यू शुड बी एबल टू डू बाय यूजिंग द ट्रूथ टेबल। ओके, तो कैसे देते हैं वो देखो। x प्लस एक्स, सॉरी x लिया हमने एक कॉलम में, दूसरे कॉलम में हमने y लिया, तीसरे कॉलम में हम लेंगे x प्लस वाई, और फोर्थ कॉलम में हम लेंगे y प्लस एक्स। 4 कॉलम। अब ये सब कॉलम भरने के पहले हम x और y का कॉलम भरेंगे। वो कैसे भरेंगे? अगर x y हम ले रहे हैं तो हमारे पास 4 डिफरेंट ऑप्शन है। वो क्या है? 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1। अभी मुझे फटाफट आंसर बताओ। x प्लस वाई, 0 प्लस 0,
0
फटाफट,
0
0 प्लस 1,
1
1
1 प्लस 0,
1
1
1 प्लस 1,
1
1
1। हाँ, ये हो गया x प्लस वाई का। अभी ये y प्लस एक्स, तो 0 प्लस 0,
0
0
0 प्लस 1,
1
1
1 प्लस 0,
1
1
and 1 plus 1,
1
1. So if you see both the columns are same, that is why we can say x plus y is equals to y plus x. Khatam. This is the simple proof which you can give. This is the way how you can give the proof. If the question is asked, explain what is the commutative law and give an example and proof. So this is how you can prove. Okay. So this is your commutative law. Okay, so you can write down the commutative law and write down फटाफट 10 number 10 and number 11, और होने के बाद मुझे बताओ सर हो गया।
yes sir, done.
ओके, इफ यू वांट यू कैन राइट डाउन द ट्रूथ टेबल आल्सो, जो प्रूफ का है, ताकि आपको समझ में आएगा कि हाँ इससे हम दे सकते हैं। ठीक है, गो टू द नेक्स्ट वन नाउ, राइट डाउन द एसोसिएटिव लॉ। राइट डाउन द एसोसिएटिव लॉ, लिखने के बाद पेन नीचे रखो and see what is associative law. In associative law 12 and 13 we have two associative law. So which are these associative law? Here x plus y plus z, sorry, x plus in bracket y plus z is equals to, हम x plus y को ब्रैकेट में रख सकते हैं और z को अलग कर सकते हैं। दिस इज कॉल्ड एज एसोसिएटिव। ओके, तो x प्लस इन ब्रैकेट y प्लस z लो, या फिर x प्लस y ब्रैकेट में लो और z को अलग करो। So this is called as associative. The same thing is so this is applicable for OR operation. Similarly, it is also application for AND operation. AND operation कैसे जाएगा? x into in bracket y dot z, और associative में हम इसको कर सकते हैं कि y dot z को एक ब्रैकेट में ले लो और z को अलग रखो। So this is called as associative law. This is called as associative law. Okay, this is called as associative law. इसके लिए भी प्रूफ अगर चाहिए, द सेम थिंग, वही टेबल करना। आपकी अभी ये, अगर ये केस लेता हूं मैं, तो इसके केस में कितने कॉलम्स आएंगे? सी ऑल ऑफ यू। एक आएगा एक्स का कॉलम, ओके, एक आएगा वाई का कॉलम, एक आएगा जेड का कॉलम, एक आएगा वाई प्लस जेड का कॉलम, बाद में आएगा एक कॉलम एक्स प्लस वाई प्लस जेड का कॉलम, बाद में एक कॉलम आएगा x प्लस वाई का, और लास्ट में एक कॉलम आएगा x प्लस वाई इन ब्रैकेट क्लोज प्लस z। और बाद में आप लोगों को क्रॉस चेक करना है कि ये जो कॉलम है, कौन सा कॉलम, हाँ ये वाला x प्लस वाई प्लस z, और दूसरा कॉलम x प्लस वाई प्लस z, ये कॉलम सेम होने चाहिए, तब जाके वो प्रूफ होता है। Do you agree with this?
Yes sir.
Okay, so please complete the 12th and 13th. Write down 12th and 13th. Proof you can do at home. Proof you can do at home. होने के बाद बताओ.
Done, sir.
Okay. Now the next law is distributive. Write down distributive law. Write down distributive law. So in continuation, it is serial number 14 and 15. So what is this distributive law says? X into y plus z is nothing but x into y plus x into z. So x into y plus z is equals to x into y plus x into z. And what is the in terms of this is in terms of OR operation, x plus yz, x plus yz, x plus yz. So it gives you x plus y into x plus z, x plus y into x plus z, x plus y into x plus z. Please remember, you have to remember this. This first 14th is called as and distributes over OR. And distributes over OR. And distributes over OR. And then this one says OR distributes over AND. OR distributes over AND. OR distributes over AND. अभी ये कैसे है, इसका क्या मतलब है? OR distributes over AND. इसका मतलब क्या है? We are having two OR operations. We have two OR operations and one AND operation. So there is an AND operation between two OR operations. We have AND operation between two OR operations. उसका मतलब ये है. उसका मतलब ये है. Okay? उसका मतलब ये है. And यहाँ पे क्या है? यहाँ पे we have AND distributes over OR. So AND operation and the next AND operation. So two AND operation is done over the OR. Two AND operation is done over the OR. Okay? So और उसके बाकी के आप ऐसा भी बोल सकते हो कि there is OR operation between the two and OR operation between the two and, और यहाँ पे बोल सकते हो AND operation between the two OR. आपको जैसा बोलना है वैसा बोल सकते हो, लेकिन एनालिसिस ऐसा करना है. आपको एनालिसिस ऐसा करना है. This is how you should do the analysis. This is how you should do the analysis. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is the distributive law. Please write down this distributive law. This is the distributive law. We will go to the next one now. Okay, before I go to this, this is also important. Yes, you can write down. ये भी important है, लिख दो. इसके पहले कहाँ तक पहुंचे थे हम? 14 और 15 तक पहुंचे थे. अभी नेक्स्ट में हेडिंग लिखो. दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. राइट डाउन द हेडिंग एज डी मॉर्गन्स थ्योरम. डी मॉर्गन्स थ्योरम बोलते हैं इसको, या फिर डी मॉर्गन्स लॉ भी बोलते हैं. तो मैंने आपको भी बोला, थ्योरम बोलो, लॉ बोलो, एक्सियम बोलो, पोस्टुलेट्स बोलो, प्रॉपर्टीज बोलो. So this is all related with each other. This is all related with each other. So have you written De Morgan's theorem as a heading?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, अभी ये इम्पोर्टेंट है, ये मैं आपको अलग से बता रहा हूँ. प्लीज पे अटेंशन. All of you pay attention. Suppose you have x, y as a two variable and there is a bar. X, y bar. X, y bar. So by using De Morgan's theorem, this can be written as, see here all of you pay attention. XY bar is equals to, this can be written as X bar plus Y bar. तो डी मॉर्गन थ्योरम में वैसा देखा जाए तो दो लॉज आते हैं. एक ये ऐसा है, दूसरा है if it is x plus y the whole bar. If it is x plus y the whole bar, this can be written as x bar dot y bar. अभी फिलहाल कुछ मत लिखो, just listen here. X plus y the whole bar can be written as x bar dot y bar. Okay, so this is the first one and this is the second one. तो डी मॉर्गन क्या कहता है? डी मॉर्गन ये कहता है कि if you are having a expression with the complement, then you can split into two different variables, two different terms. तो कैसे स्प्लिट होगा? ये पूरा जो बड़ा बार है, तो this bar will go with x and this bar will go with y separately. And if there is an AND operation between the two variable, then that will be converted into OR operation. And same thing is applying here also. Now if there is a bar for the two variables, x के साथ अलग बार जाएगा, y के साथ अलग बार जाएगा, then what happened to this OR operation? OR operation will be converted into AND operation. This is as simple as it is. Okay, फिर से मैं बता रहा हूँ डी मॉर्गन क्या बोलता है. डी मॉर्गन बोलता है कि if you are having the bar over the two variables, then you can split the two variables with their respective complement. So here you have x bar and y bar. But what operation will be done between x bar and y bar? It depends upon, अगर दोनों के बीच में an operation है, that will be converted into OR. And if दोनों के बीच में OR operation है, that will be converted into AND. बस as it is. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Yes. अगर इसका फिर से मैं आपको प्रूफ बताऊंगा. सपोज ये पहले का मैं आपको प्रूफ पूछ रहा हूँ. फिर से क्या करना है? ट्रूथ टेबल बनाना है. उसमें क्या क्या आएगा? एक कॉलम आएगा x का, दूसरा कॉलम आएगा y का, तीसरा कॉलम आएगा x और y का, x एंड y का, फोर्थ कॉलम आएगा x एंड y द होल बार का. बराबर है. एक कॉलम आएगा, अब यहाँ पे जगह नहीं, मैं अलग लिख रहा हूँ. फिर से एक कॉलम आएगा x बार का, और एक कॉलम आएगा y बार का, और एक लास्ट कॉलम आएगा x बार प्लस y बार का. तो आपको ये बताना है कि x बार प्लस y बार का जो कॉलम है वो x y बार कॉलम के साथ सेम है. बस. सो यू कैन प्रूफ नंबर 1. Similarly, in the same manner, you can prove for number 2. Is it fine to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So come back to this. So this is important De Morgan's theorem. वो देखो क्या बोल रहा है. X plus y the whole bar is equals to, whole bar है ना, तो x बार अलग, y बार अलग, और प्लस का हो गया डॉट. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? x into y the whole bar, x का अलग बार, y का अलग बार, जहाँ पे डॉट था वो कन्वर्ट हो गया प्लस में, खत्म. एंड सी द प्रूफ इज हियर. x प्लस y द होल बार, ये वाला, ये पहला वाला, ये यहाँ पे x प्लस y द होल बार का कॉलम देखो, और x बार डॉट y बार, x बार डॉट y बार, x बार डॉट y बार, ये देखो x बार डॉट y बार, दोनों का देखो कॉलम सेम है. 1 0 0 0, यहाँ पे भी 1 0 0 0. So we can say this is proof is justified by the truth table. So please write down this. आपको डैश देना तो डैश दो, आपको बार देना तो बार दो, आपको जैसे ठीक लगा तो याद वैसे करो। होने के बाद मुझे बताओ।
Done, sir.
हो गया
Yes, sir.
everyone? Okay. So total how many 17 laws we have studied? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
इसके बाद भी कुछ है laws, but I think okay. इसके बाद भी कुछ law, but I will take more time for this. So I think for today we can stop here. And there are more other theorems and laws are there. So that thing I will take in the next lecture. Any questions you have? किसी का कुछ क्वेश्चन है, कुछ डाउट है, पूछो। If you have any questions, please ask. No doubt, no questions.
No, sir.
ओके ओके। अटेंडेंस हो गया क्या? नितिन सर आए थे?